So the word DDAENG has multiple explanations, huh? I figured that it did. Like, as I was reacting to it, I was like, okay, they probably mean this, although it could mean this. But I was just so mesmerized by how they were just like rhyming it and like just keeping it in sync with what they were talking about that I completely forgot about it. But you guys were like, yeah, you should check out this explanation because they can explain it more and tell you like what they really meant. So I can't wait to get ready and check this out, man. So what's good, International Gang? It's your boy Zanny bringing you another reaction. We got BTS DDAENG explained by a Korean. So I'm excited, man. Like I said, I know it had different explanations. Like I could tell, like some of my facial expressions I was like, this probably could mean this. But you guys were saying, yeah, it does. So let's get ready and check it out. See what he's talking about. This should be interesting.
Okay, I know you wanted this, so here we are. The rap line of BTS, RM, J-Hope, and Suga dropped a hip-hop track recently on their SoundCloud called DAENG. Right. It's a song that has an oriental and trap beat at the same time, and it's also a diss track sending messages to their haters.
Yep.
But the wordplay inside it is just amazing. For example, the title DAENG itself is used in multiple ways throughout the whole song.
Facts. It was. Dang.
1part, 13, 38. These are all card combinations that come from a Korean card game called 섰다 or hwatu.
Wow. Wow. From a card game.
굿땡이요?
Simply think of them as the best combinations you can get during a game. For example, 3 and 8, which is called 38 광땡, is the ultimate pair that nothing can beat. Thus, the first meaning of 땡 here would be translated into something like better or invincible.
Oh, it makes so much sense now. Wow, I would have never guessed that though from a card game. That's crazy. What? Wow. Yeah, I'm so glad y'all told me to react to this video. I would have never got that.
Thus, the first meaning of 땡 here would be translated into something like better or invincible.
Right. You wrong, me right. Look close. Dang, yo. Dang. Wow.
Again in the chorus, the word 땡 is already used in 2 more different meanings.
Yep.
For these 2 lines, 땡 is used as the meaning of wrong, which originates from the imitation of a xylophone sound used in quiz shows or auditions when the participant is wrong or bad.
소나무! 소나무 땡! 땡! 땡!
For this line, 땡 is used as the sound of a bell. And it also comes from a children's song called 학교 종이 땡땡.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one. That one I kind of got.
Line 땡 is used as the sound of a bell. And it also comes from a children's song called 학교 종이 땡땡땡. Regarding J-Hope mentioning homework in the next verse, there's a very high possibility that this line implies the meaning of go to school, kids.
Hip-hop, dang, rap star, dang, young rapper, dang.
Wow, hip-hop, ding, rap style, ding. Okay, wow. Well, no. Actually, no. That's a different thing. But okay, so dang. So far, because actually, now that I'm looking at it, that's probably about to be a different meaning. So far. Dang meant a card game. This is just I think this is just in the chorus. So far we got card game, we got it meaning bells like for school. Interesting. Okay.
It's
hip hop, dang, rap star, dang, young rapper, dang, 방탄, dang, because you bang, worldwide, bang.
the first lines of J-Hope's verse describe the criticism they received in the early ages about their hip-hop or rap style, or BTS being a flop. However, in the next lines, he explains that now they've become a worldwide bang from a dang.
Dang.
Wow.
내가 보기에 너네는 땡. 우리 모두가 땡. 누가 끝발이 좋든 간에 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해.
It kind of gets trickier in
That's tough. That is so tough. Bro, that is just so freaking sweet how like that word can mean so many different things and it all makes sense. Wow, so he used that basically to shit on all of the people who thought that they were never going to make it as a group. That's crazy. Like, oh, you didn't think I was gonna be dang? Well, look at me now. I'm dang. Yeah, that's right. I'm dang. You were definitely dang, meaning you were terrible. But me, I'm dang. I'm at the top. That's crazy. What?
모두가 땡 누가 끝발이 좋던 간에 나는 땡전에 상관하네
It kind of gets trickier in Suga's verse. The usage of dang is suddenly changed without any notice. The first
dang
indicate the meaning of wrong or nope.
Right.
But when he says 누가 끝발이 좋던 간에, he suddenly jumps into the card game again. 끝발 is an everyday slang word for power/influence.
Okay.
When you see a very successful person, you would say something like 와 끝발 죽이네 or 끝발 날리네. This everyday slang word's origin comes from the card game 섰다 again. 끝 is a combination of cards equivalent to 1 point to 9 points.
Okay.
It's the most common pairs you will receive during a game. In contrast, a 땡 is above all 끝s.
Wow.
So that's what Suga is saying in his last lines. 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해. Which means
It's crazy too. It's crazy because recently on Netflix, ironically, believe it or not, this may be something that y'all really don't know about me. But ever since this all started back, I want to say my senior year of high school when my dad introduced me to this movie called Ip Man, and I really got into and that's when I started getting into Asian movies for real. And I literally sometimes in my spare time I would literally go on Netflix and watch old Asian movies, whether it's Korean, Chinese, Japanese, with the subtitles and everything. And they used to play some card games in there. I wonder if they used to play that. I wonder if they used to actually play some of those card games that he's mentioning. I wouldn't be surprised. I just probably never knew it. That's crazy.
So that's what Suga is saying in his last lines. 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해. Which means I'm a 땡 and I don't care about you lower class goods. So one more thing before we go into Arm's verse.
Okay.
Good has the same sound as good. Yeah. And this good means the end. Suga ends his verse by saying 계속 걱정해 주길 good. It could be a double translation as continue worrying about us low pointers, losers, and continue worrying about us, the end. I'm out. Mic drop.
Wow. Okay. See, I like this. It's like a little it's like I'm back in this is like I'm in school right now. I like this. I like this. This is dope. This is dope. Hey, you learn something new every day, even in music, boys. Even in lyrics, you learn something new every single day. You gotta love it. Let's go. Cool. Wow. Yep, I remember that. They're eating ramen.
Now, personally, RM's part is the apex of this whole song. It's because in one single verse, he uses 7 different usages of 땡. The first line, 캐셔 계산 소리 땡, is literally the sound of the cashier opening, which could also imply that he has a lot of money now. And the second line, 어릴 적 좋아함 얼음 땡, is a Korean version of tag. It's when kids run away, they shout 얼음, which is freeze, to get immune from the catcher, and then another survivor can come along and tag the frozen person saying 땡, which unleashes him from the frozen state. And third, 난 딩동, 넌 땡, means I'm correct and you're wrong. And fourth, 넌 칠끝, 난 땡, is again referenced from the card game. You might be a 7-pointer, but I'm above that tier. Fifth,
so basically you can tell they really love using that card game reference. They really, really do. But that's crazy, when you're talking about the freeze tag. So I can only imagine. So I wonder, so if they were playing a game like Duck Duck Goose, I can only imagine. So when they call out the goose, they'd probably be like, dang, and then the person got to get up and run. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool, bro.
And reference from the card game. You might be a 7-pointer, but I'm above that tier. Fifth, 라면 먹고 잔 얼굴 땡, comes from the expression 땡땡 부었다. It's a fun way to describe your face is swollen after you've eaten ramen last night. Sixth, 떨거지들 do your thing, 날 봐 난 네 air thing. RM is now playing with language now. The pronunciation of 땡 is similar to thang, which is the slang of thing in English.
Right.
Last but not least, seventh, 네가 쩔어 멋져 겨울탱. RM finally uses another similar sound, 탱, to make it rhyme with 땡. 얼탱이 없다 is a slang for 어이가 없다, which means dumbfounded.
어이가 없네.
Phew, so basically, I would summarize this song as genius wordplay and rhythmical onomatopoeia. The repetitive dang sound makes the song much more rhythmical and addictive, whereas the various meanings of dang constantly changing throughout the song make it hard for foreigners or average people to understand, but at the same time makes it genius for a rap lyric.
Facts. Because I can just see it now. Like, if I was to go ahead and look up a whole bunch of dang American reactions, people would probably just be like, dang, 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 okay, dang, 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 okay. I don't know what you're saying, but you're saying dang, so dang, dang, that was cold. I can just imagine, bro. I'm pretty sure there's probably some reactions like that out there. But yeah, man, it's actually cool that like he breaks this down. And it makes me think like, cause I remember it makes me, I don't know, it kind of makes me just think like back in high school, I should have took like some Asian, like some Asian languages, bro. But I think we only had one. We had Chinese. We didn't have Korean. But it just makes me think like I probably should have took another foreign language besides Spanish, because I probably could have known. Cause I've actually retained some, not a lot, but like some levels of Spanish. I can retain really well, but like I'm pretty sure like if we had Korean at our school, I probably could have understood it a little bit better, like how he's explaining it.
Foreigners or average people to understand, but at the same time makes it genius for a rap lyric.
Right.
우린 celebrate 아직 excel no break 네가 뭔데 날 인정해 이름값 하는 개구리들 응원 안 해주기를 간절히 기도할게.
Yeah, that frog one gonna be interesting.
We celebrate rather than being a celebrity. This line shows BTS's attitude or mentality of being a celebrity in a nutshell. It's not about being special or enjoying the spotlight. It's about sharing and returning the love they received by celebrating together.
We love to hear that.
이름값 하는 개구리들 우물 안에 죽기를. This is a reference from a Korean saying called 우물안 개구리, which means a frog is stuck in a well and he thinks that well is his whole world. Thus, he's very narrow-sighted and he thinks he's the best inside that small world. 개구리 usually just means frog, but in this case, I think there's a hidden double meaning inside it, saying 개구리다, which is a slang for fucking lame or foul. I think RM is addressing to the haters in Korea who think they're the best with their own lame songs in this small country. He's saying they should die in this small well called Korea without even having the opportunity to see the big world outside, where BTS is now using as a stage. Last but not least,
That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. And that's from the frog, because I'm not gonna lie, because when I was reacting to that, when I saw that frog lyric, that was the one thing that probably threw me off the most out of any of the lyrics that I've seen. That probably threw me off the most, because I was like, this frog lyric, this seemed a little bit off. I wonder what he mean by that. But that's what he meant. Wow. So basically, he's saying like, look, y'all might not ever make it outside of this country. Like you think you can make it over here in America? I don't know. You may think that you can. That's like the equivalency of everybody over here trying to like become rappers, because everybody in my generation, our generation, they want to become rappers. Like, you know, that's like the big thing. Everybody want to become a rapper. But does everybody have what it takes to become like a global big rapper? That's the question. That's basically what they're saying. That's crazy.
Opportunity to see the big world outside, where BTS is now using as a stage. Last but not least, as a director's commentary, I would like to point out the fact that despite this song being a diss track, there is actually no real hate or toxic cursing inside, but rather BTS chooses to play around playfully with the word dang in a teasing manner and swaggering about their current success. For me, this is the point that sets apart this song from all other diss tracks. Low negativity, but comic and satirical high self-esteem.
Yeah.
Me right.
Dang. That's crazy. And I picked that up too from the very beginning when they was talking about how like, basically like they were doing it in a playful manner. They really were. I caught that. I really caught that. Yeah, like it's like they were trying to dish you, but like in like a cool, fun, playful way. Yeah, I caught that, bro. That was that's actually genius. That is really genius how they made that song, for real. When you're so smart that haters can't even understand your diss track. Exactly. It's almost like, fuck you, but have a nice day. Kinda, I know. No, that's crazy. RM just casually telling the Korean hip hop scene to die in a well just made me burst into laughter. That is crazy, man. Hey, not everybody can make it though. Not everybody can do. Put it this way. Not everything is for everybody. Whether it's school, it could be YouTube, music, whatever. Not everything is for everybody. For some things, it works for some people. For some things, it works for other people. But that's just really how it goes. But thank you guys for having me request. Thank you guys for requesting for me to react to this. This was actually lit. Wow. I'm gonna have to check out more of this stuff whenever I do more BTS reactions, because that is wild. Yeah, because some of these meanings I would have never thought. Like, for example, the card game one, that really threw me off. The frog one threw me off. So yeah, man. But this was lit nonetheless. But thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. It's been your boy Zenny, and I will catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace, I'm gone. Let's get it.